Sup YouTubers, your girl Survivor here. I'm just making this video, cause I don't know if it'll be short and I'm gonna make it in part, but this is, I don't know, the latest $2 scratch ticket, and I won $2. Anyway, I've been wanting to make a video pertaining to something that I myself have been, I've had to experience myself. I don't like to use the word victims, because I don't think you're a victim until you label yourself that way. And that's the victim. That victim label is definitely something that the people who victimize you want you to use. So I don't use that. So I didn't quite know how to address it. I didn't want it to be a video where it's specifically targeted at the event. But the particular event that I witnessed is what drove me to have to understand the psychology behind what I was witnessing. Because I can't quite wrap my head around it without being informed. I have to know what makes these people tick. And hopefully you guys are interested in it as well. I probably will have to do the video in parts, because I'm going to need to cross over from when internet trolling becomes cyberbullying. Because there is a point where it becomes cyberbullying. From studies that are shown, trolls will go around, and usually trolls are antisocial. Okay? And the internet has provided them with anonymity. But they did a study where they took some people, because they wanted to know if, regular people, just everybody, if it had something to do with the mind, or if they actively were a troll. What they found was their first thing was that they wanted to make them in a good mood or bad mood. So, they did certain things, just certain things that would make part of them mad, and part of them, nothing harmful or anything. Just, I think it was like they had them take a test, and one group they said they were doing bad and gave different questions, harder ones, and the other group had easier questions. They told them they were doing good. So now they've put each separate group in, bad or good moods. And then they had them go into certain, live streams and everything, or certain comment areas where some were filled with a lot of negativity. The people who were, in a better mood wanted to get away from that. The people who were put into the bad mood stuck around, and it, became contagious. So, trolls really are just there to say, if you said, oh, that was a good movie, and everybody's agreeing on it in a live stream, a troll will say, oh, I think that movie sucks. They might say something off topic, off color, to totally disrupt a live chat, or, a discussion that's going on, such as, talking about queefs, if everybody's talking about something else, or, pop in and say, oh, I woke up with a Woody, things like that. That's trolling, okay? The reason why it became such an important topic to people who, researchers who actually wanted to know what makes these people tick, is because of the overall time that these people are spending. It's not like, we're all the only people who get trolled. We aren't. It goes on, and, a lot. The problem is, and the reason why I'm making this video, is when it becomes cyberbullying. And and what I saw was cringeworthy cyberbullying. And that's why I need to break this down and try to, I guess, explain it to myself and whatever. We teach best what we most need to learn. So with that test that they did, where they made them in a good mood or a bad mood, they found out that people are basically born with the ability to troll, to want to disrupt something, to want to disagree. You get them in a bad mood, they were easier to hop on board doing that. But they found out that most of the time the people who are trolls are male. Trolls, and the ones who are the people undergoing the trolling are mostly women, LGBTQ, and people of color get trolled more than others. But, their behavior is that falls outside the lines of normal behavior. But if you're born with it, we all can be people who don't display normal behavior. Yelling and screaming and being angry. But cyberbullies will aim a particular person. Now, this is interesting. The reason being is because if they target a person, what they do, it's called disassociative imagination. Because these people are usually, when it crosses the line to sadism, they are usually people who aren't social outside of the internet. So with the internet providing them anonymity, if they get a target, they can create a character, not of themselves, which they will to, achieve their mission, but the person that they've targeted, they create a character of them in their head where they can, they almost hear their voice when they're seeing comments and stuff, so that they have no remorse for what they're doing because they've already disassociated themselves that this person is a person. See what I'm saying? I thought that was very interesting. That could be why sometimes it never ends, because the person they've created in their mind is who they really hate. It's not the real person. They don't know them. But they've created a character in their mind that they can hurt. That's where it's the sadism. Have no remorse. That's called psychotropathy. Psychotropathy or something, with no remorse. It's a personality disorder. It's people who have egotism and Machiavellianism. It's a master manipulator. A troll will do it for fun. Sadism, they do it for pleasure. See? It's a fine line. When they're targeting one person, they are doing it because their hurt of that person provides pleasure. It's very sick. Very sick. And they've, you can tell, the difference between somebody who's the target of someone who's a sadist cyberbully and the cyberbully. Usually the person who's the target will spend time, trying to avoid them, trying to convince themselves, hello, happy day, trying to remain happy and everything. And and not making parodies or fake things of that person. They're trying to deal with this person in a normal behavior kind of way. Which even being on the defense and making videos, defending yourself, is a normal behavior kind of way. The cyberbully sadist continues to make parodies of the character of the real person, but they've created them in their head. It's a personality disorder. I'll have more on this topic. I hope you've enjoyed this. Because I find it very interesting, and I will continue on to research. I just don't want it to get too long. So, hey, peace, love, and tacos. Take care.